fans out there, we are back at the Red Devil Addicts studio here in Melbourne, and we are so happy to have Mervin back on the show. He
Yeah,
took a
sorry guys. Unfortunately, the wife got COVID, and I'm doing the WCT 24/7. Much.
don't worry, just tell her the word Manchester United, the COVID will run away. And Darren, you are back, bro. You're back. What a show we had this morning. I think it was fantastic. We did a couple we did a couple of things, quite funny things. We managed to get Alex Telles. Then we had those minor technical problems, and we got it fixed, and it turned out really well. I did it. Did you watch it? It was good.
Yeah, it's good.
So anyway, guys, we're back here now. I'm just waiting for our guest, Charan, and probably Alex Tellis' cousin, who is in Old Trafford at the moment. So we're trying to get them. Look, it's going to be an ask because we really don't know whether how the service is going to pan out to be. But if we get them, it'll be great. If not, we will just still kick along and talk. So we're about 15 minutes away before the team lineup comes out. So guys, let's get into it. Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to get all the news here so we can actually talk about all right. Well, apparently they've got Arsenal's got an injury boost. I knew this was going to happen anyway. Arteta was keeping his injury news close to his heart. So they've got a massive injury boost ahead of the United game with Zinchenko, Odegaard, and Ramsdale seen arriving at the team hotel. So that's going to be a very interesting thing at the last minute. But the one other EPL game that's been played is tied at 2-2. Brighton and Leicester. That's it.
Yeah, Brighton just scored, but it was disallowed.
Is it 3-2 now?
No, it was 3-2, but it got disallowed.
It got disallowed. Yep.
It was like 30 yards screamer offside as well.
But what was the reason with that?
I don't actually know. I just saw it as I walked into the bar, but I didn't actually see what happened. Maybe someone was offside, maybe in the build-up or something like that. Yep. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, hopefully it stays a draw. Then if United win, we'll be both on the table.
Yeah, I think that'll be good. That'll be fantastic. We almost don't believe this particular news portal, but it's quite interesting. They actually have an interview session between with Eric Ten Hag talking about Keane versus Vieira. That particular battle over the last year, I tell you that battle has never stopped. Even after they've finished playing, it's just we still talk about it. And one of the key things that I think we spoke about was that it was just brilliant in the way Roy Keane and Vieira had passion for the club's side, and the way they sort of reacted on the in the tunnel, and the way they reacted on the pitch. But Ten Hag, seriously, there's nothing can compare to what he said on the debate, which is Roy Keane supersedes Vera anytime, which was good to know. And I always thought that. I mean, I'm a little bit biased when it comes to that. But anyway, let's quickly get into what you guys thought. Mervyn, since you were not here in the morning, I want to get your thoughts on the team selection.
Well, I think I mean so far we've got a clean team, so I was going to go with the same. Obviously, De Gea at the goal, back four is going to be the same. You know, Varane and Martinez have a good link up and combination play, so I'll stick with them. The only thing I would say, I would play Casemiro up ahead of Eriksen, purely because Casemiro is going to play up against two Brazilians. You know, so hopefully you should know their playing style. Gabriel Jesus and is it Martelli or Manitelli? You know, they both have the same
Martinelli.
So hopefully, you know, he can give some insight to the club. And you know, McTominay, I think he should play because you know, I think this is the first time I've seen him a consistency over the last 3 games. So I would play him. You know, so like I said, he gives us the height as well.
Now, who do you think will start up front?
Yeah, so I actually, well, you know, I shared my team formation. I was actually hoping Anthony would play ahead of Lenga.
Yep.
And Cecilia from the middle, and this way I was tossing up. He play Ronaldo versus Rashford.
Yep.
To me, last week Rashford didn't really have the best of games.
Yep.
So again, won the pace. So I think he will play Rashford purely for the pace factor.
Yep. And do you see them changing? Do you see a surprise of having Anthony, the new signing, who's actually confirmed his squad number at 21?
Number 21.
To actually start up front?
Yeah, I think so. I think he'll play from the right. To definitely cause problems to the Arsenal defense.
Now, we did speak about the way Arsenal's going to play, and it's going to be a very widespread, which sort of benefits United from a perspective of how we like to play, how we like to move the ball. But I think United, the key factor is moving the ball faster than Arsenal, and that's going to be key. What are your thoughts on that, Mervyn?
Oh no, I mean it's clearly proven. Any team that puts the will create the most opportunities. So you know, like how they show it against Liverpool, I suspect.
Yep.
You know, Arsenal's going to play an open game, which like is benefits United.
Yep.
It fits both ways. So playing a bit of an open game. So you know, I suspect it's going to be a lot of some near moments. So, it will be a good game.
Yep.
And like I said, hopefully Anthony will definitely take advantage of places, you know, in between the wing backs.
Yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna my thoughts probably getting on to how Arsenal has been performing over the last 5 games in the Premier League. They're sitting pretty on the top of the Premier League. What is it that changed in the Arsenal dimensions? What is it that changed the way they approach game? Is that purely because they've made quite a bit of signings this time? Of course, the 2 notable ones are they signed 2 players from the defending champions Man City, which is Zinchenko and also Gabriel Jesus. Now, just one of your thoughts on those 2 players.
I mean, obviously Arteta never had a good start when he first took over the job. But you know, the fact that him
Yep.
the result they've had, which is a good thing to see, and now you can see he's bearing fruits. I mean, it
Yep.
clearly goes to show that any manager who's been given time, even like Klopp, for example, he
Yep.
was given time. The only one out of exception is Mourinho. I mean, he was given shitloads of money, Polish for the swearing.
Yep.
He was able to build a team purely out of you know money side. So, but with us not the big purse to spend, more money. But consistency and just trying to add on, and they've done a good job this like you say that.
Yep. Now,
Yes.
wow, that's very noisy at the back there. Darren, I tell you, all the people are screaming at you.
Yeah. The crowd's starting to build up.
I'm actually sorry, guys. I've been trying to set up our team selector how we normally do. Anyway, we're 5 minutes away, so.
Sure. So what we just see it's just a matter of time where Arsenal was going to be at. I think from 3 seasons ago when Arteta took the job. He's able to mold the team according to what he wants. Remember, a lot of managers when they come new to the job, they'll have to deal with they'll have to work with players that they didn't choose to start off with, and they have to understand. He has to have to understand the way they play from a personality point of view to their skills set as well, and and how they form a cohesion with the team. So looks like Arteta has done a good job of building the team he wants now. And I'm really surprised that Man City has given them two of their players. But good on them.
Well, see, I think one of the biggest thing with Pep Guardiola. He is a big fan of freshening things up. So I think that's one of the key factors that he allowed Jesus, because Jesus wasn't a starter as well, and again, as I said, that he was bringing in, well, for him, he was bringing in two strikers. He signed Alvarez in the mid window, and then of course Erling Haaland. So to him,
yeah, I mean they were extra to the team, But like I said, it was I mean, I think Pep Guardiola is a manager that knows how to he knows when to sell players, and he's not worried to sell them as well. He's ready to let people go. So
exactly, and that's how he's.
Unfortunately, this is something where United as well have to get into that whole mentality of just getting rid of players who are not performing, and always to know that there are going to be players out there who can take over that role.
Yep.
Because the whole of last season, I mean, many seasons, United had held on to a lot of players who, to be honest, shouldn't have been given contracts or renewed contracts at least,
Yeah, we were reading something today, Mervyn. If you missed the show this morning, we were actually we were talking about Phil Jones. Actually, he's now officially being moved out of the. I would say he's moved out of the first team dressing room. I know, with the signing of Anthony and Dubravka just last week when they confirmed. So because apparently at Carrington. The Aeon complex, they only they only have to fit 24 players in that particular facility. So he's actually now joined out. We were talking to Darren. We were talking with Darren this morning, and he had to be moved away from the dressing room. So, and apparently he's also towards his tail end of his contract, 1 year into his contract, and that's it. This is the last season, so they were probably going to let him run down his contract, because there's no way anyone's going to buy him at this age and pay £110,000 a week for a player that has
mid-30s.
It's probably I think it's about 30, 31 or 32. That's quite interesting. Let's find out. Let's find out.
Came, he came when he was 18, didn't he? So he's been there like
Yeah.
years. So he's probably in his early 30s.
Well, let's see. He was born. Yeah, 30 years old. Actually, it's not a bad age. He could probably look if he could revive his career for the next 5 years. But the thing is,
Go down to the championship sides, I would have thought.
exactly. But he will have to take a hefty pay cut because at the moment, he makes £110,000 a week, and for doing nothing
He
basically.
made his money by just sitting on the sidelines,
Yeah, exactly. But again, you know what? Well, what can we do? That's something that we as a club made that decision. Without looking at about it and stuff. Oh, hey Darren, all your mates are singing. That was pretty loud. Sorry, guys. I know Darren is at the pub in New South Wales, and he's trying to do his best to actually get on the call with us and talk about the United game that is literally 1 hour away before kickoff. Mervin, I think the lineup should be coming out very soon.
So it's here now. So we've got Tegia, Delaveran, Martinez, Malacia, which we knew, McTominay, Ericsson. He's playing Anthony. Anthony starting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fernandez, Sancho, and Rashford.
Right. So actually, I'm gonna share my I'm gonna share my screen now. So McTominay is the player.
So McTominay and Ericsson are playing again, so it'll be the same as last week.
Yeah.
The only difference is Anthony coming in for Ilanga. That's it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I was surprised. I would have thought he would play Casemiro, but I guess he still wants Ericsson, and Ericsson is good with the dead ball. I'm not sure what Anthony is like on free kicks and crosses because to be honest, I've not seen him much. Do anyone know?
Anthony is very pacey, a very good dribbler, and he takes shots from outside. So I think that's very
Yeah, true. But does he do free kicks and?
He does.
Okay.
Hey, oh boy, Alex Telles, he's coming on. He is coming on. I'll tell you, I couldn't. I just couldn't wait for this moment. You know, Alex Telles is going to come and give us a chant now.
Are they going to do an Are they going to officially bring Anthony onto the field and give him his jersey? Have they done all that?
Actually, no, they haven't. They haven't done anything at all to concerning Anthony at all. They haven't done an unveiling, which brings me to the fact I think he probably might do that today in Old Trafford. He might walk out with his jersey and introduce himself to the crowd, and then go back in and then come back out. I don't know. What do you think, Darren?
Yeah, I've not seen that before though. It's not something you really do see, especially if they're like playing. I think you've seen it with Casemiro and Moran because they weren't involved in the match day squad. But I've not seen that before, so I don't think it will happen. Actually, I reckon that will happen. But yeah, it could happen. You never know. But I've never seen it before, so
yeah.
But jersey, getting him to take a picture, handing the jersey to him yet? I don't think so. Have they?
I think they have on the site. I'm just looking through the sites. They've actually done the jersey unveiling, but he's worn the jersey and they've actually put it there.
Okay.
It's like with MUTV stuff.
Yeah, so he's basically the jersey is definitely held up within the club itself and within that. But we will have to see what's happening. Ah, we finally can see Alex Tellez. He's coming on. Alex Tellez, can you hear us?
You got your filter on, so if you want to show us your background, go take the filter off.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are you? Did you fly to Old Trafford?
I'm at the casino.
Ah, you're at the casino.
I'm at the casino down the Gold Coast.
Oh, you lucky fellow. Lucky.
I'm trying to get my cousin to come on. He's obviously at Old Trafford.
Oh, come on. We gotta get get him there. Can you see the lineup there? Anthony's actually starting.
Yeah.
Anthony's actually starting, and I'm gonna try and get Sharon on the phone now. Right, I'm gonna try and get Sharon on the phone. Let's see if we can get Sharon on the phone.
Oh, looks like they've all dropped out.
They've all dropped out.
Hey, can I just check you if you put Anthony as going to be leading the.
So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to shift Sancho onto the left.
Yeah.
We're going to play Rashford up front, and
Yeah.
Anthony's best position, which will be starting on the right. So I think this is where it's going to be more like the formation they're going to probably play. So McTominay will be sitting together with probably Eriksen here, and McTominay will probably be the mopper, and Eriksen will probably be the person that's going to go up and down, and Bruno, Sancho, and Anthony is going to be interchanging, and you'll see Rashford up front.
Yeah, correct. And I'm hoping that they will just start putting pressure on the defense
Yes.
hopefully to make a mistake. And I mean,
Correct.
I think that worked with Liverpool, and hopefully they will continue doing that.
See, this is what I was we mentioned today, Movin. We were actually hoping that that we can actually get. I personally was hoping that Anthony would be starting, but Martial I think is still injured. From my perspective,
they haven't actually given an actual timeline how long he's going to be.
Yeah, because I think he's carrying I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's actually carrying a not a hamstring. Was it a hamstring?
Achilles.
Ah, he's Achilles, right? And
and Achilles is just a bit of anatomy, and Achilles is the important ligament that you need for anyone who wants to put a lot of the initial takeoff.
Yep.
From a stopping to a starting position, and you need and that's why I suspect he would have strained that, because obviously, and it goes to show that again, it comes with time. Again, obviously Martial didn't get a lot of playing time as well. I wasn't sure how long, whether he was a starter every time it's Sevilla.
No, he played 2 games, and I think he got injured. He scored a goal, he got injured. Yeah. He spent a lot of time out injured, and this is where my biggest problem is.
Correct. So what we're seeing now is just a reflection of him just not up to scratch yet. But again, with time, and hopefully, looks like we do see he's getting some form again. So hopefully,
yep.
Hopefully, once he's better, he'll get a chance to be in the starting 11.
Yep. No, you're right. Darren has just told us that he's going to stay off because the noise of where he is, it's really uncontrollable, which is understandable.
And Alex is back.
We got Mr. Tellez back. Sorry, guys. I'm just in and out trying to. Have not been concentrating trying to get all the team selection, all that, trying to get everyone calling. So yeah. Now I'm back concentrating actually. Moving to actually point out that particular fundamental that we actually brought up something today in this morning's show. We spoke about conditioning of players. And one of the key fundamentals, if you would have seen, the reports were saying that Ten Hag has actually put Rafael Varane through a special conditioning program to keep him, to ensure that he stays fit, to strengthen whatever parts that he needs to be strengthened, especially his calves, which is one of his main problems. But I think that's really good to see. And I've also mentioned that we've not talked about player conditioning since Alex Ferguson. None of the other managers have ever done anything for any of our players, and Ten Hag has
Sure. I
actually
mean,
gone into it.
it's hard for players to constantly perform at a peak level when you don't have a consistent team put out each time. You can imagine they'll play, and then if they get then if they don't get to play the next game, then it's hard. So now see this pretty much this starting 11 except for Anthony.
Yep.
Will hopefully this will actually help for them to keep them. I know this sounds a bit it doesn't make sense, but it may sound illogical, but actually if you keep players constantly playing, it's better for them.
Yeah, because they understand the game better. It keeps their momentum, keeps the fitness as well.
We've conditioned your muscles everywhere to constantly perform and be at peak performance, and so that's what we need. And so we hopefully will see that now that he's got a consistent level.
Yep.
We won't have many injuries this season. And
Yep.
so far, it's been proved. So far, we haven't got many injuries except for Martial, which happened, after that loss.
Which is actually very disappointing because it's really disappointing because Martial was showing us a lot of potential, especially when he came out here in Melbourne. He showed a lot of potential of striking up a great partnership with what's his name with Jadon Sancho and Rashford. So I actually thought that they would start the season together and that they would be sort of being the main front three, and I think that's one of the reasons United pushed forward in getting Anthony signed, because they needed a more consistent and injury-free forward, because the reliance on a younger Anthony Elanga and also an older Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't going to be enough if they wanted to be competing in all competitions. So I think that's one of the reasons they actually dumped into the market and pushed that.
Obviously, not having Greenwood as well in the team, that's another big loss. But
yeah, but that what's actually funny, when I was doing the research, Greenwood's actually on the Manchester United website. He hasn't been removed yet. He's still wearing the number 11. I am assuming that he's still paid a salary until he's proven guilty. But the fact is that it's just a shame, as we all spoke about, losing such a great player like Mason Greenwood, has literally has crippled us in many especially up front. It's forced us to be more active into finding another attacking player, because if we had Greenwood, we would have invested into other areas. But anyway, in the set, I actually, even if we had Greenwood, I would have liked to actually have signed Anthony, because I watched him. I watched a lot. If you watched a lot of clips of him, he's got really good ball control.
Oh yes, very.
And he's I think he's come to Samba, bro, and he's come to Samba, and it'll be quite interesting to see how he starts. I'm really excited. I was shocked that Ten Hag's actually gone with Anthony. I would have loved to have seen Casemiro starting.
I think he wants to play Anthony now because he's the unknown factor, whereas all the others, they are known because obviously the teams can look at the past team videos to figure out their style of play and everything. So Anthony is going to be a bit of a wild card for Arsenal, and hopefully he'll cause problems for against them up front.
Yeah, and I think you're right, Mervin. That's absolutely. Well, I don't think you're right. I think you are definitely right because I think you've made a very important point there. None of these players have seen Anthony play in the Premier League, and they don't know what to expect. And sometimes he's catching them by surprise is what we need.
Yep.
But you see, this is my this is what I'm thinking, and this is where I'm going to say this, Mervin. What we need to be doing actually is starting on the front foot, right? And keep on moving forward and moving the ball faster.
Passing. Yeah, correct. And they just got to constantly pass, and try to avoid passing the ball back. Because once you pass the ball backwards, then you've lost the momentum going forward.
Correct.
This is where the last 2 seasons we've been so guilty of, and Sancho especially as well. I mean, you've seen where when he doesn't. I see that at least last few games he's actually willing to take on the defense. Previously, if he doesn't see an outlet, he just passes it back, and then there you go. We've lost an attack.
Correct. And they need to start passing the ball forward and start moving the ball quicker to the forward runners. That's why I'm still a bit puzzled about why we're not starting Casemiro and we're still going with McTominay in there. I would prefer to have Casemiro.
I still think it's the height, Joe.
The height advantage, yeah?
Yeah, correct. Because if you look, unfortunately now, except for Rashford, McTominay, and
Varane,
I don't think all the others are all quite short, fortunately.
Especially for corners and stuff like that. So there's basically putting in the height in there. Yep,
correct.
Yeah, you're right. It could be that. But I'm just hoping that McTominay doesn't get outrun or outplayed.
McTominay will because I think last week he kept Madison sort of semi-quiet, so I think this time McTominay will be asked to keep Odegaard
in check. I think and also our defense has got to be very careful with Jesus, especially with Jesus. You know what kind of player he is. He's pretty fast, very good on the turn, and this is where Casemiro would have been an actual ideal player to mark him because they're country mates, and he knows the way Jesus plays. So that would probably well, again, we got to trust the manager's selection. We just got to believe in what he's thought this through, and the reasonings behind of why he's made those changes. Taking Ilanga off and bringing on Anthony, which I'm actually quite happy because I really wanted to see Anthony play. But it also shows us, Mervin, about a little bit about Ten Hag making those difficult changes, making those difficult decisions.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, Darren actually mentioned one very important point. For some reason, we are actually put, was it 3 goalkeepers on the substitute bench?
So 3, or is it just 2?
No, so that means including De Gea as 3.
Oh, so yes, sorry. Yeah.
So we've got Dubravka and Heaton on the bench. Is that correct, Mervin?
Yes, it is correct.
And I wonder why. Why would he do that? Because,
to be honest, I mean, the only player that he didn't bring on this time is Garnacho. Garnacho has been on the bench for the last 3 games, so I'm surprised why he dropped. I don't know why he didn't want to bring Garnacho in instead of having 2 goalkeepers. Yeah,
that's a very interesting point. I don't know whether Garnacho. I mean, there's been a lot of speculation about him as a player, great player, but they actually want to make sure that he has his head screwed on right in terms of discipline. And I think that's one of the reasons Ganacho is being held back a little bit, because as you can see, as you guys would know, out here in Australia, we in Melbourne, they quoted saying that one player was literally refused a starting position because he was late to two team briefing. Now that was a very very uh, I mean that decision is the correct decision. If a player does not have the discipline, then the player is not listening to what the manager expects or what the manager wants, he should be benched. So I don't know whether that's one of the factors we're not seeing Garnacho really sort of kick on from there from preseason. We all know what kind of player he is, but he hasn't really sort of jumped on and taken the world by storm.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Mervin?
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I mean, and it's good to see a manager putting the laying down the rules, and I think so now we know that no one will try to take advantage of the manager. And unfortunately, like I think previously with Solskjaer, he was a very he treated all the players like his own friends. So I think that was his own downfall.
Yep.
So at least this way, he's at least we can say Ten Hag is no nonsense, and he's already proven that. He's already made them train pretty much the next day after the last loss,
which is good.
Right.
I'm liking that. And Mervin, we were talking about this factor the other day, this morning as well, actually, and I mentioned it before. He's made a lot of other kind of sort of differences that we would have seen Fergie do in his time, which a lot of the other managers didn't. And I think one of the things I mentioned again was the player conditioning methods, or the methods that he's using to condition a particular player or an injury prone player. So I would assume that even Martial is going to go through that, and that's the reason he's actually had his hamstring injury first, and then now his Achilles. So it could be. It has to get, that terminology, it has to get worse before it gets better, especially when you're working with muscles and stuff like that. That means, what it means is, you keep playing, you're gonna constantly have a pull, you're gonna constantly have pains and aches and stuff like that, but eventually it will start strengthening. I don't know what you're the medical expert, Mervin.
Part of conditioning your muscle is also you need to get the muscles to be used. So that's why it's very important to have to be playing in the starting 11 when they can. So like I said, unfortunately Martial has had an up and down season over the last 3-4 years. So hopefully Ten Hag will be the one to hopefully he'll find his form again, like what he did when he first came on for United. And also, I think Martial is at the right age. He's more matured now. Hopefully, he will be able to harness that with his age, maturity, and with all the conditioning training that he's going to go through.
Yep.
He will start scoring goals.
Yep. Moving on to going back to a little bit on the team lineup here. Where do you think United will play a higher line today, with Arsenal also having a very pacey team?
I think correct. I think they all should just play their natural game. Obviously, don't forget the basics, which is another thing that I find that the team has started to show. They started playing basic football, get the ball passing quickly, don't dwell on the ball for too long and inviting pressure, because that's what happened for the first 2 games. We know them. So now that we've decided to take the teams on early, so hopefully that will unsettle, because at the end of the day, teams will find a way eventually once they're settled. So we can't allow them to settle. We just got to start getting the ball up towards the opposition and from
And
early on.
putting more pressure onto the
And
team, putting more pressure. Yeah.
Right. And you know, unfortunately, in terms of putting crosses in, this is where again I don't think, unfortunately, we don't have somebody with aerial ability like Ronaldo just yet. And this is where, in overtime, or hopefully the next coming transfer market, we'll actually get a out and out striker who's good in the air. So at the moment we don't have that. So we unfortunately will have to go through, you know, either the wings and then get the ball centered and then score.
Yep. One of the other things is actually which I wanted to bring on about a little bit about Anthony. If you look at his game, while he tries to take on his opponents on the right side of the field, he also tends to put in quite a number of really dangerous looking crosses, and I've seen the kind of crosses that he actually puts to the ball, and that from that side of the play, of the way he sort of designs his play around, someone like Ronaldo in the box could be a big benefit for Anthony being in the starting lineup, because Ronaldo, as we all know, is very good on the ball, especially on the headers, and when he picks it up, yeah, especially with Anthony crossing the ball in, the potential of him doing getting on top of the ball that Anthony is going to put that the cross in is far greater than any of the members of the team that we actually have out there at the moment. So that could be something potentially.
I've just had a quick look at the Arsenal players. I mean, all their defenders are all on 1.9 meters and above. You know, so they're really tall. They're very tall defense. So that's why I think even more so why McTominay needed to come in, with Varane being the two main tall players.
Yeah, especially when they go for corners and stuff like that.
Correct.
Anyway,
and, interesting. Even Arsenal's got three Gabriels now playing for the team.
So the 3 A's versus the 3 G's, eh?
Yeah, 3 G's.
Hey, since we have Alex Telles here, we need to have Alex Telles to give us a Lisandro Martinez chant, because we are playing Arsenal. We need that chant. Come on, Alex.
And I'm wearing his jersey.
That's all right. You can swear all you want. Let's do the Lisandro chant, bro, because you know why? It is meant for Arsenal, and you got to say it word for word, loud and clear. Come on, let's do it.
I can't sing it too loud. I might get kicked out of the casino.
but okay, as long as our viewers can hear it, we're fine with that, Alex. You're ready to rock and roll? Arsenal, this one's for you. This one's for you from our very own Alex Telles. Come on, Alex.
Lino's fucking magic. He wears a magic hat. And when he saw Trafford, he said, I fancy that. He nearly signed for Arsenal. He snubbed them, but because they're shite. He signed for Man United because they're fucking
dynamite. Alex, it was awesome, man. I wish every single Arsenal fan is watching this, because that one's for you. That one's for you. And I'll tell you, I just want Martinez to show them why he signed for United and why he's at the great club. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get Charan on the line. How are you? How are you getting your cousin on, Alex?
Brian won.
He's probably walking to the stadium, so we'll give him another couple of minutes. He did send us a text.
Karen just said network is so bad, bro. He sent a few photos of Old Trafford.
Ah, right. Okay, Charan just sent. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to move some of these pictures. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen selector, and I am going to, let's see. Okay. All right, guys, you ready for this? You ready? We're getting a lot of stuff basically from Charan, and we're going to share with you now. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That it is it. Look at that. Look at that view, guys. Just absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Can you see that? That's what's happening outside. Charan has just said it's really loud. He won't be. He can't hear everyone. What do you call that? The network's pretty bad. But he's sending us a lot of pictures right outside the Old Trafford ground. And that's it. Look at it. I've actually found a picture here of Alex Telles. Look at him. He's hiding there. He's sitting in front of Old Trafford.
Yeah, I wish. I fucking wish. That's
But look at that.
that's my cousin. My
I
cousin
know.
Peter. He's there. He's there at Old Trafford with his beautiful wife.
Yep.
Shout out to Peter. I hope you have a good day, mate, there in Manchester. And hopefully we get the win, eh?
That's it. And Peter, I want to do a special shout out. I know you're Alex Telles' cousin. Alex is a very important person in the Red Devil Addicts channel. We love him to bits. You know, he's a brother. He's united with us. We're really glad to always have him here. He's our singer and our dancer as well. So he hasn't started dancing the samba yet, but we're gonna get him on the next show. But Peter, again, a wonderful. Please have a wonderful time at the best stadium in the world, at the best place in the world. That's Manchester United Stadium, where the theatre of dreams, where dreams are made. If you haven't proposed to your soon-to-be wife, then I think that will be the best place for you to do so, or renewing your vows if you're already married. You can also book in. I got to tell this a very important factor. If you're planning for kids, Old Trafford has the Bonvoy Suite by the Marriott Group, so you can actually go there and actually conceive your first kid. What a beautiful fundamental that would be. Can you imagine? See, he's already thinking about it. Hey, I think when we go there next year, I'm in a room with my wife and I'm making my next kid there at
All
that
right,
room.
Joe. Let's keep this PG.
But I want to say a big shout out to Peter, Alex Telles' cousin. Have a good time at the game, mate. Thank you very much for sharing some pictures that you have. And our good old buddy Charan, we need to get him back on the show, man. But it's really almost impossible. He said during match days due to network crowding. That's one of the biggest problems he's facing in terms of trying to get a live for us. But you know what? We will always try to manage it. We will always try to get him whenever he gets a chance. So yeah. But I want to say a big shout out to Charan and also Peter, who's at the game, who's going to give us whatever updates that we need. And I just want to thank them again for such beautiful photos, and hopefully we can get them back onto it. Let's see. Alex, I've got another picture here now. You know, we gotta share this one. Got, Martinez jersey. Is that your cousin, Alex?
No. It's not.
No.
Unfortunately.
And that's the picture
I
that
think it's just a picture of the bus.
He just sent that to me about half an hour ago.
Okay. So where is he sitting? Do you know where is he sitting?
He's in W204, which is Stratford End,
Right.
second tier.
Yep.
Obviously, because the bottom tier is all been reserved for the members. So
Yep.
W205 Stratford End, with all the hardcore Manchester United supporters like us. That's
Yep.
that's where we'd be sitting.
Next year.
That's where Peter and his beautiful wife Diana is gonna be. That's where they're gonna be sitting.
Fantastic.
And
Fantastic.
if yeah, I hope they both have a wonderful time. Um, and up the mighty Manchester United.
Yeah, man. I tell you, I think it's going to be great, guys. It's really, really going to be great. I want to try and see if we can. Hopefully, the result goes the way we want it to go. We are literally about half an hour to kick off. Guys, we're going to wrap up this show now. Let's try and come back to the show probably after the game, and hopefully we get a good victory and we can all celebrate how great the result should be. Well, let's hope that we get a great result. Mervin, before you head off, any score prediction that you think what's going to happen?
Well, for me, just because Arsenal being in form as well, so I've actually gone conservative and say it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay.
Mhm.
As I said, for me, I don't believe in anything else other than United winning every single game. It would be the best if they could win all 38 games a season, win them all, and become champions every year, and win every cup competition there is to be won. That's what I want United to do. Well, in reality, I'll be happy with them actually winning and clinching a cup. But if I were to go and touch my fantasy, I want them to win every single thing. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory, and I think I'm going to be bold enough to say this, Mervin, because I could see that hunger in Anthony, and for some reason I think he's going to score. He's going to give us an assist, and I think he's going to score. But let's all see, and let's enjoy the game, guys.
Should
You
ask
guys have
Alex. Get Alex to tell his score prediction.
Alex, come on. I know Alex already. Alex said 8-2.
I reckon it's going to be, as Joel said. Obviously, I want us to win every game. Obviously, that might not happen, but I'm actually going with a 2-1 win to Manchester United. Shout out again to Peter and his beautiful wife. I hope you guys have a good time, and I hope that you guys sing like me at Old Trafford in the Stratford End. Sing loud and proud for our boys. Come on, United.
Come on, United. Come on.
Right.
United we are. United we stand, and united we are. We're gonna win this tonight, bro. Let's do the United chant. United are the team for me with the knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Why don't Sydney fuck off home? In that sense, why don't Gunners fuck off home? I'll change the tune a little bit now. I tell you, that is still the best, man. That is still the best. Guys, thank you very much. It was really nice meeting you guys. Me, Joel from the Red Devil Addicts studio here in Melbourne, and Alex Telles. He's just flown back from Sevilla, and he's at the Gold Coast party there. He's been watching the game with his lovely girlfriend, and Dr. Mervin, who has been fucking he's been looking after his beautiful girl while the mother is nursing COVID. No, we all aspire to be a good father like you, man, Mervin. I tell you, always great to have you on the show, man. You give a lot of people here a lot of good tutelage of how to be a great dad. So yeah, thank you, Mervin.
Come.
All right,
Hopefully.
guys, let's have a good game. And please, again to Peter, who is up there in Old Trafford, Alex Telles' cousin. Also, a shout out to Charan, who's there at the game as well. He would. It was just unfortunate he couldn't do a crossover because the coverage was pretty bad, but he did send beautiful pictures. And also, a get well soon to Shamini, who's nursing COVID at home. Dr. Mervin's wife. Get well soon. Don't worry, we have the right medicine for you. COVID will run away as long as we just say United is going to win tonight. You know, as they say, the Red Devils are going to gun you down. So, COVID, the Red Devils are going to gun you down. So,
Oh, I just got another photo from Peter. Oh, look at that. Hold on, guys.
okay, we got to see this.
I'll send you this photo. Look at that. Oh my. I'm sending the group chat a photo.
Okay.
Oh, you just sent me a video now. Here we go.
Oh, he's at the stadium. He's at the stadium, bro.
There you go. Look at that.
Let's share the screen now. He's at the stadium. Fantastic. Brilliant. That's inside the ground. And let's see if he can. That's the video. Can you guys see the video?
Yeah, watching the boys warm up.
That's it. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Alex, I tell you, that is fantastic, bro. You just sent us the video, and I'm just going to try and play this now again. Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. Oh, man, I tell you that's just absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, guys, anyway, we are all going to get ready to watch the game. Let's all jump on to our wherever we are to go and watch the game live, and let's have a great victory today. All right, come on, United, we can do it. Go, United.
Come on, United.
All right, guys, me, Joel, signing out.
See ya.
See ya.